Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Oh, we'll go round the roundabout. It's a good job I'm in this position. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up driving at night once we hit the mainland, which is a bit of a shame because I was hoping not to do that. See, there's a bit of deadlock going on here. They're a bit confused about how to come off the roundabout. Thankfully, I am going all the way round, so you can just stay there. And he's going to pull right out in front of me. Look at that. Hate that when they do that. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, we're almost there. We've only got, and I'm going to show you on the map now, we've only got 2 more places to actually finish within Italy. So we've only got the 2 more to go. We've got this one here. I'm not even going to... Turin? Sort of not Turin, but Turin. And then we've got Torino, yes. So we've got these 2 left to go. It would probably make sense to do that one first if I could. But then if we get one to go there, that's okay as well. I don't know. The answer is I don't really know. But I've also been advised that I should try. I think it's here. Is this the one here? I need to have a little look at somewhere just in the bottom of Germany. I can probably do it on the way back actually. Oh sorry, is it Austria? Is it Austria or Germany? I can't remember. It's Salzburg, wasn't it? That was it. Mark Middleton said there's a nice, lovely new run, and this looks like a. To be fair, if that's the run, that's amazing. Look at that! Wow. That's obviously got a sightseeing point at somewhere along the line. So that's probably worth a little view, that one anyway. But as we work our way back up, because I want to go up here, because over here somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it is. I think somewhere up here there's a tiger tank. So I want to go see the tank. But anyway, so we've got these 2 left to do. So what we'll do is we'll have a look and see what's available freight-wise for this low loader. I did ask in the comments before, and Hatman came back to me sort of saying that obviously there's lots of construction materials that I can tell, construction things that I can take with a low loader, and that's a good point actually. There are plenty of construction things, large vehicles and heavy goods, which are worth an interesting look. Right, anyway, let's see what we can find that is close by where we are that might go to where we want to go to. I'm not finding anything thus far. Naples. There's one. Right there. That's perfect. In fact, it looks really weird. Looks like I have to go back down to go back up to get it. But it is from where we are. In fact, it's probably the quarry I was in before, wasn't it? Because I think I took something to a quarry before. Or something similar close by. But anyway, so we've got to pick that one up. It expires in 5 hours. That's perfect. We've had a bit of a sleep. I think it's the middle of the night, unfortunately, though. Yeah, it is. Look. Friday, at 6 minutes past midnight. So the witching hour. This is going to be how long's the journey? It's only a 4-hour journey. So by the time we get there, it'll be sunny. So the sun will have been coming up. So fair enough, I think, on that case. So let's go get that one. Let's grab that load. That's the one to grab, I think. Now, I did actually, just because I wanted to show the sort of process of reversing and parking and picking things up, I actually left the... Wow, that's a nice bridge. I don't think I've ever been across that bridge. It's cool. I did leave the truck with... I'd sort of removed my... If you can see there, I removed my low-loading sort of thing so that we could actually do the whole reversing and do the old... this is the fifth wheel thing. So, let's do it. So we've got the fifth wheel there, which is the thing in the centre of the truck, which looks a bit like a horseshoe shape. And that has to go on the pin that's underneath there, and that's what we've got to do, reverse it into there. So let's just do that. So let's put this thing in reverse, and I'm going to spin it right round, and we'll put the 2 things together, and then fingers crossed, he says, looking right over his shoulder. I'll see if we can do this quite easily. Maybe have to go forward a little bit. So I just thought we'd give it the old fifth wheel sort of connection thing, just for fun. It's actually 110 kilometres to the destination. It's quite surprising, really. Oh, it says stop the engine. Doesn't say attach. Oh, it does. There we go. Trailer attached. I kind of forced that in there. Press T for the trailer, and I quite like this because if we go outside of it, we can see the hoses attached. Watch the hoses. The legs will go up on it. They'll wind up the legs, and then the hoses will attach. There you go. So that's us attached. Just because I missed it. I missed doing that. Right, okay. So, let's get out of here. So, let's look down the bottom right-hand corner at that GPS. The GPS tells us where we're going to. So, obviously, and we're going 13 kilometers an hour at the moment. 8, 10, 13 there again. We're in automatic 4. This is the line along the top of the GPS there. Automatic 4. Automatic 1 now. The next one is the damage to the truck, which is obviously light at the moment because I've not smashed into anything for ages, thankfully. Then we've got the fuel, which I refueled recently because I got very close, didn't I? If you remember. Then we've got the bed, so that's how tired we are and how much fatigue we are currently at. Looking in the mirror here just to make sure I don't hit anything.
Turn right.
Yeah, I'm turning left. On we go. And then we've got the fatigue, which slowly goes blue, then it goes red, and then I cry and I scream, and I usually crash into something, which doesn't happen. Well, it has happened a couple of times, hasn't it? There's been some famous sort of driving round the roundabout in the wrong way kind of things that have happened on in previous sort of games. And anyway, and then below that we have the little waypoint, which is a little red flag with a white pole, and that says we're going to get in at 2:11 a.m. It's 110 kilometers, an hour and 57, 109 kilometers, an hour and 57 to get there to our destination. That's just to pick up our load in the first place. So it's gonna. To be fair, by the time we've picked up the load and doing a few other things, it's gonna be in the morning. To be honest with you, that's because we're already 2 o'clock in the morning, and by the time we get there, we're gonna load it. So we got a little bit of time to load it and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be 3 a.m. So by the time we actually start the journey, it's probably gonna be a little bit later than that, to be honest. So this is actually quite a good journey on the scale of things. Is there like a tower there, is there? Tower? Just a weird sort of tower. Anyway. Nobody here. Let's go. So we've got I use the mirrors. I look left and right to look in the mirrors, which is a fun thing to do. That was a suggestion from Bobster. Thanks, Bobster. And oh, I'm speeding a bit. Put the cruise control on.
Turn right.
I was so tempted to just whiz around and go around that, go a bit further forward to go to that. It's obviously I'd say it's obvious. It looks like recruitment agency. I came far enough forward when I turned there that I think I kind of caused it to do that. That's what I meant. Recruitment agency. That was what I was looking for. Those are the words that I couldn't find. So, are we going to join the motorway? I'm looking in my mirrors, lower mirrors. I think we're good to go. We're on. Let's go his beacon on. Let's go his beacon going. We're going to pick up some heavy machinery ourselves. Nice and light without anything attached. Nice and light. Just churning our way through the countryside. How's your week been? You had a good week? You all been busy? Had a chance to do a bit of Euro Truck Simulator? Or American Truck Simulator? Game I keep promising that I'm going to play with you all, but I've not yet got around to it. There's only so many hours in the day, you know. Sadly, unless somebody's paying me to do this, I can't do this all the time, which is a bit of a shame because I'd love to do it all the time because I really enjoy playing computer games.
Take the second exit.
I was thinking about doing t-shirts though and mugs. You know, I'm always drinking my coffee during the whole thing, and I do have a big cup of coffee right now. I've got one of the, I think I told you last week, I've got these charity mugs that I found in a charity shop for. Oh, hello. He kind of really put me off. Oh God, he come out as well. Really put me off. So I got these mugs from a charity shop, sort of the dairy milk, and one was a flake one. So yeah, branded, 50p each. Big mugs. So we got the flake one today, a big flake mug. Was it only the what was the thing? Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate, I think was the song. I can't remember the rest of it. That's about the rest of it. There was a lady, I think she was in sunning herself, wasn't she? And it was the 80s, remember? It was the 80s and 90s. So it was a lady sunning herself in scantily clad, slightly bronzed and eating her flake, and while that song went on over the top of it. Because that's how we all eat our flakes, personally. You know, if I had a flake right now, I'd be, you know, all bronzed and rubbing my flake up and down my shaven chest, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, the 80s and 90s. Anyway, right, get off the side of the road, have a quick sup of coffee while we're driving. I feel like we're going back to where we were previously, because I think I dropped off and then had to come all the way through to the city in the first place last time round. Lights over there, blue lights. Blue flashing lights, you see them? Just a quick section there. There's blue flashing lights. Going slightly fast here. We're going to go downhill. Is this the downhill bit thing again? I picked up, I'm sure I've said this, mentioned this before, I picked up World Rally Championship. I haven't had a rally game in years and years and years and years. And I haven't had one in years, but it was quite strange playing one. It was actually quite good. And the graphics are lovely. I mean, a bit like playing Euro Truck Simulator, but that's some good Italian sort of hillside sort of journeys that you can do. There's a connection, obviously, being there with the World Rally. It's alright, lost control there. Just scooped myself across the road. Look at that GPS down there, looking at the direction. It just really does feel like I'm just driving through the mountains. It's all sort of, they're there, light and sort of, you know, they're all, oh, bombs. Literally behind me, police car. You idiot. Shit! Oh, God. Stop! 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 I've just crashed the truck mightily there while we're looking at the police car. What an idiot. Can't take me anywhere. It's been a while, though, to be fair. It's been a while since I've indulged in an accident. Indulged. It's like it's a chocolate bar. Indulged in a chocolate bar. I think I'm a bit of chocolate obsessed, actually, after I've been talking about flakes and things. Indulged in them. Oh, Cadbury's product. Is it Cadbury's? Yeah, it is Cadbury's, isn't it? Yeah, it is Cadbury's. It says it on the bloody mug. Cadbury's Dairy Milk flake. Dairy Milk? Is it Dairy Milk? It probably is Dairy Milk. Remember when Kraft bought it? The Kraft bought Cadbury's, big American company, food company. They bought Cadbury's, and the first thing they did is they took our beloved Cadbury's cream eggs. Yeah, you can wait. Took our beloved Cadbury's cream eggs and took out our Dairy Milk chocolate from it. The sales of it absolutely bombed as a direct result, because they put a cheaper substitute chocolate in to make more money from us from our food, which is always a misnomer, really, isn't it? You know, you want to make more money from our food, but at the same time we still want to be fed, and we're not going to eat it if we don't like it. So yeah, they took it all out, and there was a huge campaign, and they had to put it back in again. Because with all the Brits effectively were very unhappy about the removal of their I don't know why I sent that there. I meant to put the cruise control removal of this lovely milk chocolate that we have. I think everybody's chocolate's different around the world. My experience of chocolate, though, is it's never the same in one country. You go from country to country, and the chocolate is just different. Everybody has different tastes, and I guess sugar levels and things like that. It's just a bit of a weird. I find the whole chocolate thing a bit of a weird one. It's very dark out here, by the way. I'd like to point out. I know that doesn't excuse my speeding and then the subsequent ticket for that, and then subsequent damage, but it's very dark out here. Yeah, I think I was here earlier. Yeah, it was, definitely, because it's gone. It's yellow. It's not grey anymore, this particular place. Yeah, I think we were here earlier. They were probably picking up the same blooming thing we just dropped off earlier. It was forklifts, though, we dropped off last time round. I wonder what we're picking up this time. Yeah, that's the one.
Turn left.
There's the left turn there. I'm turning left, we're in it.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Here we go. Safe and sound. Brilliant. Right, push the button. Let's have a little look at the cargo that we've got. Let's see if we can find that one I want. There's the one we want. Yeah, actually, we're picking up an excavator. This is another Volvo one. This is probably the third time I've taken a Volvo one. It's probably the one I dropped off earlier, probably. It's a good heavy thing, though, isn't it? 26 tons. 26 tons. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, where are we? Oh, we're there. We're there. Let's have a little... Just trying to work out there's any space to really kind of... No, they're not really. I can swing around here. There's plenty of space to swing around. Let's swing around and put this in here and reverse it in. We'll reverse it in here. It'll be fine. Check in the mirror to see where I am. There's a window down. Yeah, kept it down from before. Yeah, the window's down. We'll definitely get the window down. Let's swing this right the way around. You got an auto-loading thing. That's really weird. That's miles away, but what I'm going to do is use the space to kind of adjust myself as much as possible, and then I will... I say it's miles away, it's not that far away. That's fine. We'll use as much space as we can. Try and get ourselves kind of positioned. There we go. Oh, I actually got it. There, actually got it. Wow, that's kind of, yeah. It's weird because it seems like if I just get the bum and the front in, that's enough. I'll take it. It's not a problem. I'm going to let him load it. But that's so weird, isn't it? They just needed that little bit of, yeah, just a little nudge, and that was all that was involved. Right. Oh, coffee's good. I love coffee. Right. Anyway, let's jump in the truck and let's start her up. I hope the sun comes up soon because I would like to show you this load because I'm sure it's a cracking load. I think it can go out the bottom way as well, you know. But as we're here, there doesn't seem to be anybody on this road. Old indicator on.
Turn right.
It's just so dark out here. Check the mirror. Right, got press O. I need O on. Why do I need O on? Because it's my. It should be my. Oh, I don't seem to have any beacons. O is beacons, isn't it? Pretty convinced it is. Yeah, I don't have any beacon lights. So that's a shame. So you just have to put up with it being very dark. Look how I'm not taking any of these pictures for the cover of the game. Definitely not. Definitely not. Right. Okay. Come on then. 44 degrees C. Now I'm recording this on the Friday where the UK is experiencing a heat wave, except where I live, where we have pouring rain. Pouring rain and about 18 degrees C. Not particularly cold, or not particularly hot either. None of this 30 plus degrees that they've got down in the south of England. We are experiencing a usual summer for the area I live in. Yep, just the usual. In fact, normally my summer appears in May, and then we just forget the rest of the year. The rest of the year is just a write off most of the time. You don't really get a lot of sun. Oh, I wanted to go there. I was edging myself out there. Shit. That wasn't good. What an episode this is turning into. I took 14% damage, but it seems it was his fault. I should have put the hazard lights on. Christ, that's done me some damage. At least I've got the 400 and... was it 400 or 500 brake horse? I can't even see. It's so dark. Where's the sun? I wish I hadn't driven during the night. Wow. Yeah, 14% damage from that. That was head on. I don't think, to be fair, experience-wise of damage to the truck, and this is experience from many years of crashing into things, is that it really just causes the truck to malfunction. Of course, the truck companies, a bit like the car companies of old, and the car companies of old are a weird thing. The car companies of old, they would sort of not allow you to damage the trucks because you don't want to show that the truck is damaged. So trucks don't actually show any physical damage, but they do take sort of a like a gauge that's on there, that little sort of truck gauge, where the wheels are now in our case orange. So which is a shame. And there we go. Yeah, they've gone orange. It slowly fills up, and then we get to the point where the whole thing is malfunctioning, which isn't very good. It's not much fun. Anyway, we're going to get in at 7:18 a.m. according to this. It's 209 kilometers. I think that's our time sort of for doing it. And to be honest with you, I think we're okay. To be fair, this is a meaty truck. It's not even struggling. I mean, it might be one of the default ones, the sort of initial sort of selections of trucks. But it's a meaty little truck. It's got a decent engine in it. That's for damn sure. Yeah, just looking at the time that they expect the cargo in. They expect it in between 6:20 a.m. and 7:50 a.m. We're on course to do it at 7:16 a.m. So we're on course to do this as long as we don't run into any trouble and I don't do anything stupid. None of which is guaranteed. That's the choice you get when you watch this channel. I'm pleased you do watch this channel, actually. Lovely to have you. Anyway, where are we? What else are we doing this week? So what else have I done this week? Not an awful lot, actually, to be honest with you. I tell you what, I've been really investigating again. I've been on the electric truck thing again recently. But I've a little investigator of those. I saw, to be fair though, I also saw a DAF XF. A new one actually, 21, that was broken down the other day. So that was a bit sad to see. It had the digital mirrors as well. It's quite good. Anyway, but yeah, so I've been on the truck thing recently again. I've been looking at the truck thing and the whole battery technology, and I hadn't really realised. And this is again, actually, I like to learn a lot. I've been learning a lot about the industry from the comments and a bit of research myself and other things. And I discovered recently that one of the big things is there's a maximum load weight for trucks fully loaded. Now the problem is that sort of an average cab, say the one I'm travelling in right now, is maybe 13 tons, which allows for, I think, about 30 tons legally to be added to the back, around about. But with an electric truck, obviously the batteries are a massive factor because they add into that total thing. So say it was 45 tons, say that 44 tons is the max that you can have with my truck. If a truck itself, if one of these sort of huge semi trucks that they've got actually weighs, 30 tons, because that's how much is required to travel the distance it needs to do with the battery requirements, it kind of knocks off the tonnage you can actually transport. So it kind of becomes less profitable for the truck drivers. So yeah, it's a big factor. The weight of the truck, the cab itself, is a factor in your in the amount and transportable loads that you can do. I didn't realise that. It's kind of cool. Doesn't seem to matter to cars though. It's really weird. Because most sort of electrical cars of a decent sort of size, family-sized car, are gonna be up to 2 tons. I mean, this is back to the old school. I mean, older cars, I think, were naturally heavier. But yeah, up to sort of 2 tons. Just be careful here. So, don't know. I always thought there was a limit as well on the amount you could drive on your driving license. I thought it was 3.5 tons before you had to get a specialised license for it. And a little bit of roadworks here. We'll pull slightly over. Sun's starting to come up. Sun's starting to come up. Morning, gents. Oh, speeding. A lot.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I will. Don't you worry. I'm on it. Stay there, boss.
Exit now.
Oh, toll gate. Which one can we go through without having to... the bottom one. This one here. This is where we use our auto pass. Oh, the sun came up really quick there all of a sudden, didn't it? Went from being quite dark skies to being quite sort of awake. Looking in the mirrors here, checking nobody's coming underneath me. Should have checked that a few times this episode, shouldn't I, really? Right, okay, here we go. This is brilliant, though, because this means we've got one last big run down to that one at the bottom. We may be able to get lucky and find a job that takes us all the way down there. That would be fantastic. And then that's it covered. And then we're going towards... I think we're going towards France. And we want France and Germany, peoples. I know Austria's been totally rejigged. I mean, is it worth doing that instead? I mean, Austria is a bit closer. I mean, we just need to get out of Italy and then we're into Austria. And we're looking for a big run to do that. One of my sort of multi-run jobs. One of those ones. Sort of multi-episode ones. I think everybody enjoyed that one, actually. Do you remember I did that 4,000 kilometre run? That was a blooming brilliant run. I really enjoyed that. I think it's called the big one on the channel. The big one. Okay, let's look in the mirror. Oh, I've got a real death wish today. Sorry, peoples. You can just stay there if you're not going to come out. Not going to come out when it's time to come out. Oh, what is going on with me today? Seriously, I'm all over the road. There's some pictures for us anyway for the. I'm just taking the whole road while I'm doing those pictures. There's some pictures anyway for us. Note to self, about 26 minutes. Be a bit longer than that because I've got the and previously on Truck Simulator 2. Yeah, previously. Wait a bit previously. Nothing wrong with a bit previously. Right, 1 hour and 1 hour 48 left. Not long to go, actually. 109 kilometres. Going to get in at 7:30. Now, I could still be late here because got to remember I've got to park it as well. So there is a factor here about parking because I missed one of them. I was late by 1 solitary minute because I didn't manage to park the trailer fast enough. So basically, I've got about. Let's check the thing. Let's check this. I've got about 20 minutes because it's 7:50 when it's the latest I can be, and I'm gonna get in at 7:30 at the moment. So I've got about 20 minutes to just get this thing parked sensibly, and the customer expects it very soon. Yes, I realise that. I realise that we are waiting. We're catching up with the destination. We're going for it. Right. Okay. We're coming off here. It's the one to come off at.
Exit right.
Exit right. The right is being exited, and we're going up the hill. 40 kilometres an hour. Just saw that drop there. Good job I was on the brakes. Seems if you're accelerating when you hit that and you're going up and over the speed limit, you get into trouble. But if you're decelerating as you're just going over it, you're all good. You're all good. Here we go. If I can get straight here, I'm gonna jump out and have a look at the cab as we go by. There we go. There's the shots as we're over the motorway. There's the one. Lovely. Toll gate as we're coming up to 70 kilometres an hour. Come on, keep your time up. Go, keep it going. Down to 30, 40 again. Right through this one, which is the auto pass. Too fast. Come on, up. Oh, that was so close. Could have done some real damage there, but I didn't. Right, 1 hour and 11 minutes, 60 kilometers an hour. I'm going to get in at 7:33. We're counting the minutes now. We're counting the minutes. I'm going to have to check what damage we've done to the truck as well, actually, after that little bit of action earlier. So, and then a roundabout.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Roma. Not into Roma though. I don't think this is not the same. I don't think we're going into Roma. I think we're just going round it, skirting round it here. I think we're pulling off from it shortly, which is cool. I love that sun. I am all over the road today, by the way. You noticed? Early start again today, unfortunately. Woken up by the face of a small, sorry, not so small, furry, smelly old Yorkshire Terrier, and I can only say that being woken up by it slobbering in your face at 6:30 in the morning is not a good thing. And then I was awake because I'd been slobbered on. There we go, round this corner. Volvo. Oh, good job there was nobody on there. I was coming out fast. Oh, look at that. Wow, another truck calling trucks. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Love the sunrises in this game. They're just amazing. That's a big thing, that the excavator, isn't it? Look at it. Amazing. Wow. This game's amazing. It is a good way to chill out. I was reading Mark's comments, Mark Middleton. You'll see him in the comments below, and Mark was just saying that it's a good game to sort of come home and sort of chill out with, and I'm with that. As much as I kind of bitch and moan when I have when things go wrong, I do really quite find it quite a relaxing game, quite an enjoyable sort of experience. Just, you know, trundling through the countryside, and although there's a bit of you know, we've got to make it there and destinations and all that kind of stuff. It's cool. It's cool. Right. Okay. 7:40. It only leaves me 10 minutes to do the reversing here. I've accelerated a little bit there, snuck a little bit extra, a little bit of a couple of miles an hour there, but we are pushing it now. We're still going for it. How many police cars? I mean, I know the traffic density gets turned up, but that was 5 police cars in a row. I guess they knew I was here. They're looking for me. They're looking for me. Here we go. Vroom. I forgot I've got the window open, you know, so it does affect the sound effects. You got more of the engine noise than anything else. The metallic whistle of the turbo, as everybody told me. I don't know who told me in the comments. I think it was Mark actually said in the comments that it's the metallic whistle of the turbo. This doesn't look like this town, though, does it?
Turn right, then turn right.
We're not going to score off the town here at this point, are we? Wow. And then turn right.
We are finished.
We are finished. We certainly are, Doug. We certainly are. Well, we're not quite, because we've got to deliver the job now. Let's get it in, see if we can do it in the time. I don't know how much time we've got left. Not very much. Proceed to where the flag is. Where's the flag? Oh, it's just there. That'll do. I can do that. Come on, get over. Swing us right over. Right, let's get us in. Yeah, I can see it over my shoulder. Oh no, I've looked deadlock outside. Told you about this before. Traffic. That's not deadlock. They're still moving. Traffic density is a massive factor, and it's because you can do it unmodified. It's in the description below if you want to do it. You can basically change the traffic density very simply by doing a little change to the configuration file. I think it's an INI file actually, as a config file. Anyway, whichever it is, it's in the description below. It's a little way to do that. Because you can do that really simply. That's what I've done, and that was a suggestion from Bobster. And basically, it was in there by the developers. They put it in, obviously, to test things, you kind of can change it yourself, but it's at your own risk, if that makes sense. By the fact that you can end up with this what's known as deadlock, and it doesn't go as well as it might do. And this just needs to go a little further forward. Now we're done. Hit the button. We've done it with 10 minutes to spare. 10 minutes to spare. And did you hear the engine make a little sort of noise? I wonder if that's the damage that I did to it. The 14% damage. That was the damage that I'd actually done within the game. I've realised how quick this episode's been, actually. It's been quite a quick episode. It's because I messed around at pushing buttons on things. But I do have to find the actual town itself, so we'll do that. Anyway, let's be drinking coffee and then we'll push the button. That wasn't a bad run, actually. Oops, hit the microphone there. Right, come on. So, one more to go. Look down the bottom corner there, the achievements. One more. Right, world map. I need to. So we've done it. We've done it. Even though I'm miles away from it, I've done it. I still need somewhere to stay for the night though. So let's have a little look and see. Ooh, let's see if we can find somewhere that's close by that will allow us to stay for the night. Resting place. Well, I don't know why it's not ticked by default. I really don't. Okay, resting place. There's one in the town. One in the town. Is there anything? If I select all. There we go. All has been selected. Is there anything interesting here? There's a truck stop. There's a place where we can look at the damage. I'll tell you what. Just because we're a little way away from it, and the episode's been quite short. I think we'll go here for the night. Yep. And then it gives us the opportunity to go look at the truck in the morning. So let's do that. Hour and 40, 90 kilometres, a decent distance. Let's do this. Let's get out of here. Let's do this. Let's do this drive. Do you know what? It's been a good episode. I've enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but I've enjoyed this one. That's a good big picture. Getting all the road behind me. My gold truck. Tell you what I also was looking into. I was looking at my electric things. I was also looking at the legislation, the law for 2030 in the UK. So in 2030 in the UK, we're basically not going to be able to buy a... Thank you very much. Thank you. We're not going to be able to buy a petrol or diesel car. You're only going to be able to buy electric, and I'm guessing hydrogen, if that's available. So... that's all you're going to be able to buy in the UK. So you're going to have to use an electric car if you want to. Well, if you want a new car, that's what you're going to have to buy. Doesn't affect used cars. However, the market price of obviously petrol and diesel cars is going to, I guess, hit the floor. They reckon by 2044, long time from now, but 2044, they reckon by 2044, the average lifespan of a car, a diesel or petrol car, being apparently 14 years before it's the point where it needs scrapped or dealt with in some way. They reckon by 2044, so you know, that's what, 20 something odd years from now. Anyway, they reckon by then that there won't be anything other than some kind of electric or I guess hydrogen vehicles on the road. That's going to be interesting. However, trucks are different. They're exempt, so I guess there's not exempt. There's a different timescale for them not being sold anymore. And same with hybrids, actually. Hybrids can be sold until 2035, and I think trucks can be sold until 2040. So I guess you're still going to see diesel trucks for a while. So fuel's not going to go away that quickly in the sense of what you've got there. I don't know. It makes me wonder because I did work for a company years ago who made biodiesel, or I did servicing for them and things like that. It was quite interesting. Wow, that is a view. Wow, look at that. Whoa. I just want to park and have a look for a second, just for a second. I can't believe I can't stay there for a night. Look at that! Wow, that's unreal. That's so cool. That is unreal. It's also a lovely shot of the truck with everything coming that way. Right, I'm gonna go because that's just me messing about. So anyway, I worked for a company that made biodiesel. So they made it from, and you know, not to upset any people who may be of the sort of vegetarian or vegan persuasion. They make it from the carcasses of meat products, so the byproducts of the meat industry. So this goes into your diesel, everyday diesel. There's 7% of all diesel is biodiesel. And I just wondered to myself, though, what's going to happen to them? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you've got proximate thing, you know. I'm just thinking here, proximate sort of thought. Maybe you've got you know, another 40. Oh, look, it's malfunctioned. The engine there was a clicking. I heard that earlier. There was a clicking when I stopped. Maybe you've got another, say, 40 years. But unless you're taking and putting that product into something else, what are you doing with it? So what happens to that industry? The industry that was dealing with the carcasses of dead animals from the food industry. Obviously the food industry putting those things through them. I don't know if they get paid or don't get paid for it, but it was a bit like, you know, when they originally did scrapping of equipment and it became a legal requirement to scrap sort of computer hardware and things like that. And what happens to that? You know, that, I mean, they obviously the scrapping computer hardware stays the same, but you know, getting rid of meat and products and waste like that. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Isn't it an interesting thing that the more when you change one industry to something else, how they adapt. This is amazing, this view, by the way. How they adapt is going to be is an interesting thought, or certainly is in my book anyway. Look at that, I'm almost exhausted already, time-wise. I might have 2 sleeps in a bit. Not 1 sleep, but 2 sleeps. Yeah. Don't know. Very philosophical question today, wasn't it? Asking the questions about whether or not the diesel industry and other things are going to be hugely affected if they don't change it. I don't think you do turn diesel into plastics. I don't think you do. So I know you certainly do other petrochemicals, but that's what plastics are from. But of course they're pushing to get rid of those as well. Single-use plastics are a massive no-no. You need things that are recycled. So you're looking at that as well. So that's all recycling at the end of the day. To be fair, anything that's related, by the way, to diesel and things like that, they have a lot of experienced chemical people who work within their labs. I mean, hugely experienced people. They have to check levels with all kinds of stuff, you know, that when it goes into to achieve what is the cleanest possible fuel they can put into your vehicle. So there's a lot of that goes on. But there's a cow. There's another couple of cows. There's some cows.
Turn left.
Turn left. I'll go into this town. This is a lovely view. Oh, I've got right way. Marvellous. That is just stunning, isn't it? That is just stunning. This town is absolutely stunning. Right in the centre, in the mountains as well. With valleys around it. Brilliant. Lamborghini. Police Lamborghini. It's the police with their Lamborghini. I'm definitely going to have to take this thing for a repair, by the way. Next week, repairs. Repairs it is. Going to pop this in for a rest stop. I don't really want to travel at night. Definitely not traveling at night, by the way, for the way out of this. I'm going to say 2 sleeps to make sure it's the daytime. Or at least early morning.
Turn left.
Thank you. Brilliant. Here's our hotel. It's a proper hotel this time round. One where I'm going to have to adjust. No, it's not. It's another one of them. Oh, dodgy hotels. Lots of dodgy hotels. I like that colour of that truck. Sort of salmon colour. Apple colour, maybe. Don't know. Whatever way, it looked nice. You stay there, Mr. Fire Engine.
Exit now.
Yeah, plenty of parking now. Ooh.
Arrived at your destination.
I want to take some of those. The what look like little Vico vans. I want to take some of those. I definitely want to take this. I was looking for loads. That's a load I would like to take. I think that'd be kind of cool load. Let's swing us in. See if we're going straight here. And then reverse a bit. So we're straight. Excellent. I'm not gonna dump it this time round. So we've got one of these dodgy sort of grey. You know, you're in this beautiful scenery. Look at this, mountains all around us. You know, beautiful trees and sort of surroundings and whatever else. And what we've got, a grey, concrete-looking building. I mean, it's not even as jazzy as the one over the way. That looks like an office block, or the you know, even the industrial plant looks more interesting. Yeah, we got a grey one of these with a little promenade out the front here and nothing but tarmac and a few bushes over there. Seriously, that's so depressing. Proper depressing, it really is. 460 was what I was looking for earlier when I was talking about how many brake horses. It says on the side, look, 460. So that's what we have. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.